Describe myself in 3 words. Old. Struggling in 3 words. Old, wrinkly, thin. I was born in Turin in 1961 to an Irish father and an Italian mother. And I grew up as a strange sort of Italian boy with an Irish name in Turin until I was about 13. And at that point, my dad decided that we were all going to move to England. So in 1975, we got extricated from Italy and all sort of brought to England. I just remember landing because my father came up first to try and find some work, so we stayed in Turin for the first 6 months. I think my mum and my 2 sisters, and then we had to make the journey to England, but just with my mother, which was a strange moment because we left without my dad to go to this foreign country. We all got onto this train, put the baggages in, and I always thought of my mother as quite vulnerable, so I felt quite like I should step up to the fore during this journey. Anyway, we landed in England in 1975. I couldn't speak a word of English, and we ended up living with some relatives for about 6 months in a strange place called Widnes, which is just outside of Liverpool. It's a massive chemical heavy industry town, the most unappealing part of England that I could think of, not that I knew England very well at the time. So I left quite sort of sophisticated Italian city culture and arrived in Widnes in 1975. We stayed there for 6 months, sharing this weird council house with these relatives. It wasn't fun and it wasn't very appealing. Then after 6 months, we transferred to Barrowford, which is in this local area. And I thought that was a positive step forward, but then I had to go to school and I ended up at Fishing Moor, which at the time was quite a challenging place. It's a lot better since. But the culture at the time wasn't really very positive towards foreigners, and I soon became aware of a full range of terms to describe Italian people, and a full range of war jokes and other humorous paraphernalia that people would use against you. So one of the 2 challenges that I had was learning to speak English well enough to be able to compete successfully with my peers, and secondly I had to make sure that any opportunities for one-liners and humour was delivered by me first, and that way sort of partly disarming them from any very negative connotations. That was it. It sort of took me about 6 months to pick up enough English to be able to converse with my peers. I was determined to learn the language eventually better than them, because the only one thing that they always pointed to me was, in no uncertain terms, they called me a dumb foreigner, and whether I was right or wrong, I was always a foreigner. I mean, there's a little bit of that coming back in now at these particular times of cultural polarity, but I certainly remember back in the early 70s, people were racist actually, and they were very biased. We had the sort of last fading attitudes of empire, I suppose, which is long gone, and it was quite hard work, but you know, they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and that was partly what formed me, I suppose, as an adult. It certainly did give me a little bit of fire and bite, which I kept with me for the rest of my life, as some of my students have witnessed at times. But it was a formative experience and ultimately one that I value.